Good morning students. Today we will start another new chapter from your S.st book. The name of the chapter is Major Relief Features of the Earth. This is the sixth chapter of your geography part. So let's start. Landform and their formation. Earth's surface is uneven in shape, size and elevation throughout the world. This variation in the surface of the earth are referred as relief features or landforms. So in the earth surface, all over the earth surface, the height or shape of the earth surface is not same. There are variation in it. These variation of the earth surface are called as relief features or landforms. Depending upon their height above the sea level and shape, they may be classified as mountain, hill, plateau or plains. Although these seem to be permanent, but they are continually undergoing changes. Some of the changes are slow, some are sudden. So, in the earth surface, the landform which we see, these are seem to be permanent, but these are not. These are always going under changes. They are formed as the result of Earth's movement associated with movement of the crustal plate affected by the heat and pressure extended from inside of the Earth. Crustal plates are some rocks that is floating underneath the Earth's surface. These internal forces are known as tectonic forces. They lead to cramping, pulling and breaking of the crustal rock. They also result of elevating, shrinking, displacing or a large small portion of the earth's surface. A raised landform may be further chiseled and carved out to be shaped by external forces through the work of moving ice, river, wind, rain and sea. So, a raised landform also further carved and chiseled by external forces like moving ice, river, wind, rain and sea. These are the external forces. You can see here a chart. Let's read the chart. The chart is showing the order of landforms. The first order landforms is subdivided into two parts, continents and ocean basins. Then the continents also subdivided into many parts. The second order landform. In the second order landform, they are divided into mountain, plateau and plains. Then the mountain has their categories according to the origin of the mountain, like fold mountain, block mountain and volcanic mountain. Then plateau, intermountain, pediment, continental and volcanic, and the plain is structural, erosional and depositional. So read the chart very carefully. Mountain and their types. A mountain is defined as any natural elevation of the earth's surface over 600 meters with a peak or summit. This is which is small in the proportion of its base. So a mountain is defined according to its height, and when a landform's height is more than 600 meters from the mean sea level is called as mountain. Long chain of mountains are called ranges. Most mountains form at the convergent boundary or divergent boundaries because this is where the plates collide and scrape against each other. So most of the mountains formed at the convergent or divergent boundary. These are the plate boundaries where the two plates collide to each other and one plate rise up against another and mountain formed. Mountains are formed as the result of folding, faulting or eruption and accumulation of volcanic materials on the earth's surface. They are classified accordingly. Fold mountain. They are formed by the collision of two crustal plates. The comparison or pressure acting on horizontal layer of the sedimentary rock. Some of the sides towards the center causes the layer to fold. Mountains that formed 60 million to 2 to 3 million years ago are considered very recent in the Earth's history. So, folded mountain mainly form because of the sediment deposition on the sea or shallow sea. When the sediments deposit for millions of years, that creates a pressure on the earth's surface, and if this create a pressure on the earth's surface, the earth's surface also create a opposite pressure to the sedimentation, and it's uplifted like a folded mountain. Thus, they are known as young folded mountain. They are very high, have steep slope, and are formed by folding or wrinkling on the earth's crust. Andes and Rocky Mountain are two world's young fold mountain ranges. They are about 4,500 km and 300 km. So, Andes and Rocky Mountain are the world's longest young folded mountains. The length of these mountains are 4,500 km and 3,000 km, and the Himalaya, youngest mountain, about 2,400 km long, are at the third place in the term of the length, and the Himalaya is the third largest youngest mountain of the earth. Fold mountains like Great Dividing Range, Urals, Appalachian, and Aravalli in India are low in height and more rounded. They are sedimented of the very old mountain ranges. The term Cordillera refers to the ranges that are run parallel to each other. So, what is Cordillera? Cordillera is the mountain ranges that runs parallel to each other. Volcanic mountains. Some mountains formed by the accumulation of the volcanic matters like lava, ashes, rock fragments, dust after eruption. Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Fujiyama, Mount Cotopaxi, Mount Rainier, Mount Krakatoa are some examples of volcanic mountains. Block mountains. These are formed as the result of parallel faulting or cracking of the earth, followed by the upliftment or shrinking along the faults. The uplifted block formed a horst or block mountain. The low-lying area between two block mountains are called as rift valley. So, block mountains are generally formed due to the depressional or the upliftment of the earth's surface, and the uplifted block forms a horst or block mountain. The low-lying area between two block mountains are called rift valley. The Vosges and the Black Forest Mountain are block mountain on either side of the Rhine Valley in Europe. Vindhya and Satpura Mountain in India are also block mountains. Residual mountains. Over millions of years, many high mountains got eroded by wind, air, glacier, and running water. Eventually, they became worn-out highlands like Aravalli, Nilgiri, Rajmahal Hill in India, Appalachian in North America, and Urals in Europe. Such old mountains are called residual mountains. So, residual mountains are the mountains that are very old in their age, and that is also eroded by the external forces like rain, glacier, running water. And the example of this type of mountains are Aravalli, Nilgiri, Rajmahal, Ural, and Appalachian. So, students, today we learned about the major relief features of the earth's surface, the order of the relief features, and the mountain and their types. I hope you understood what I taught you today. From tomorrow we start the plateau and their types and plain and their types. Thank you.